Can you imagine discovering that the person you share a bed with isn't just cheating on you, she's destroying you? Not out of anger, not on impulse, for money, with planning, with forged documents, with her own lawyer as an accomplice. This is the story of a man who found a burner phone in a gym bag and discovered that his wife had spent 5 months building a false legal case against him while sleeping with the lawyer who was going to execute the plan. But what nobody saw coming was what he did with that information.
My wife spent 5 months destroying me. I let her sign her own end. I'm 30 years old. My name is Marcus. My wife, Amanda, is also 30. We met at a tech conference in Austin. She worked in marketing for a startup. I was a freelancer, developing custom software for small businesses. We clicked immediately, or at least that's what I thought. We got married 6 months after meeting. Too fast, I know that now. The first 3 years were good. Great, even. We bought a house in Portland, a beautiful Craftsman with a backyard and a mountain view. I opened my own consulting firm. She climbed the ladder at a marketing agency. We talked about kids, about growing old together, about the future. Then things started changing, slowly. The way you don't notice until you've already lost too much time. She signed up for a gym, said she wanted to take better care of herself. I supported her. I even bought her a new gym bag as a gift. That bag would end up destroying everything. It was an ordinary Tuesday. I got home early, a client meeting wrapped up ahead of schedule. Amanda was at the gym, or so she said. I went to put away the clean laundry. I picked up her gym bag to check if there were any dirty clothes inside. I felt a rectangular object in the side pocket, the wrong size for her regular phone. I pulled it out. It was a cheap Android. No password, no lock screen. I turned it on. The messages loaded, hundreds of them. All to the same contact, F. The first message was from 5 months ago. He has no idea. This is going to be easier than I thought. I sat down on the bedroom floor and started reading. Each message was worse than the one before. Amanda, I showed him the fake diary today. He got worried, asked if I wanted to talk to someone. F, perfect. Keep documenting. We need at least 3 months of evidence before we file. Amanda, how much do you think we can get? F, everything. House, cars, retirement, the company, I'm drafting. The papers to leave him with nothing. Amanda, my God, you're good. No wonder I'm sleeping with you instead of that boring tech nerd. My hands were shaking. I kept reading. F, the voice recording came out perfect. We stitched together 3 different conversations. It sounds like he's threatening you. Amanda, you're a genius. When this is over, we're going to Cancun with his money. F already booked. 2 weeks, 5-star resort. He's paying for everything without. Knowing it, there were photos of my bank statements, of my business contracts, of my retirement balances. She had photographed everything while I was sleeping. And there were the other messages, the hotel rooms, the descriptions, all paid for with our joint credit card while I thought she was at marketing conferences. I sat there for 2 hours reading every detail of the plan she had built against me. When I heard her car in the driveway, I put the phone back exactly where it was. I composed myself. When she walked in all smiles and gym sweat, I asked how the workout went. Great, she said. I really pushed myself today. I smiled back. Good, I'm proud of you. On the inside, I was screaming. The next morning, I called Anna Rodriguez. Anna was a divorce attorney. 2 years before, I had done consulting work for her custom client management software. She had been impressed. We kept in touch. Christmas cards, occasional coffee. I need help, I said, and I need absolute discretion. We met at a coffee shop 40 minutes outside of Portland. I showed her everything. Photos of every message, screenshots, the fake diaries I had photographed while Amanda was in the shower, the edited voice recording I had found on her laptop. Anna listened to everything with a neutral face. Professional. When I finished, she leaned back and folded her hands. This is one of the most comprehensive fraud cases I've seen in 20 years of practice. Felipe should be disbarred. Your wife should face criminal charges. Then she asked, do you want to turn this against them?
And here is the most important decision he made in this entire story. Don't confront out of anger. Go straight to strategy. When you discover a betrayal and go straight to confrontation, you hand over control. The other person deletes everything, builds a defense, and still makes you look like the unstable one. Strategic silence is the most underestimated weapon there is.
Anna's plan was simple in theory and risky in practice. I was going to play the defeated husband. Let Amanda file for divorce. Let Felipe think he was winning. And when they slid the papers across the table for me to sign, I was going to swap them for different papers. Identical formatting, same font, same page count, but with completely different terms. She'll never read them, Anna said. People never read what they think they already know. For 3 weeks, I played the part. I acted stressed, defeated, like someone who knows what's coming but is too tired to fight. Amanda moved to the guest room for her safety. She started walking through the house, tagging what she wanted to take. My grandmother's china, the painting I inherited from my father, even the coffee maker I bought before I met her. Making a list for the settlement, she would say sweetly. Felipe called me once. Soft voice, the tone of someone doing you a favor. Mr. Marcus, I hope we can resolve this amicably. My client is being very generous. She's not asking for alimony, just her fair share of the marital assets. I let my voice crack. I let him hear the defeat. I just want this to be over. Smart man, he said. Let's schedule a meeting. He thought he had broken me. Meanwhile, Anna worked with surgical precision. Every term, every clause, every word of the new papers designed to look identical to Felipe's version at first glance. Same font, Times New Roman, size 12. Same margins, same headers, same page count, but the content was completely different. In Anna's version, Amanda got nothing. No house, no cars, no share of the company, no retirement. She owed me alimony $3,500 per month for 5 years, plus legal fees, plus restitution for the fraud. And in section 12, there was the confession. I, Amanda Davidson, acknowledge that I intentionally made false statements under oath regarding alleged abuse. I admit to fabricating evidence, including diary entries, text messages, and audio recordings, for the purpose of financial gain in divorce proceedings. I engaged in an undisclosed sexual relationship with my attorney Felipe Costa, creating a conflict of interest that invalidates his representation. She'll never sign this, I said when I read it. Watch, Anna replied. Thursday, 2 in the afternoon, Felipe Costa's office in downtown Portland. Glass, steel, the kind of place that charges you $1 million just to walk in. Amanda arrived 10 minutes early. I watched her from the parking lot. She was wearing the dress I had bought her for her birthday. I arrived right on time. Anna was in the lobby gray suit, calm posture, the kind of quiet competence that makes you believe everything is going to be fine. Are you ready? She asked. No. Good. Nervousness is believable. Let's go. The conference room had a long table, leather chairs, windows with a view of the city. Felipe was already there. All expensive suit and fake tan and smug smile. Amanda sat beside him with her arms crossed, bored, as if this was just paperwork, as if she hadn't spent 6 months planning to destroy me. Marcus, she said softly, I'm sorry it came to this. I almost laughed. Felipe slid the folder across the table. Mr. Marcus, these are the terms we discussed, everything clearly outlined. I picked up the pen. I opened the folder. Anna had made the swap that morning, a brief moment when the receptionist had taken the folder to make copies. Our papers were already inside. I just had to sell the performance. I pretended to read Felipe's first page while actually reading Anna's version underneath. My hands were trembling, not from nerves, but from rage. Rage at his smile, at her fake sympathy, at the 6 months they had spent destroying my life while sleeping together. Any questions? Felipe asked. No, I said calmly. I just want this to be over. Amanda's smile sharpened, triumphant. I signed the first page slowly, defeated husband accepting his fate. I initialed the second, signed third. Amanda checked her phone, probably texting her sister saying, It's done. We won. I signed the last page. I slid the folder back. Felipe pulled it toward him and started closing it. He didn't even look at the pages. Why would he? He had drafted them. He knew what they said. That's when Anna cleared her throat. Actually, she said, voice calm and professional, before we file, I'd like Attorney Felipe to read the terms aloud. For the record, it's standard procedure in settlements of this magnitude. Felipe frowned. That isn't necessary, I insist, Anna said. Anna, my client wants absolute clarity about what he agreed to. Surely you can accommodate that simple request. Amanda sighed. Felipe, just do it. I want to get out of here. I need a drink. Felipe opened the folder and started reading. His expression went from confident to confused to pale in 5 seconds. The marital home located on Hawthorne Street shall remain the exclusive property of Marcus Davidson. His voice grew more tense with every line. Both vehicles shall remain the exclusive property of Marcus Davidson. Davidson Consulting shall remain fully owned by Marcus Davidson, with no claims by Amanda Davidson. Wait, Amanda said. Wait, this isn't. Amanda Davidson shall pay alimony to Marcus Davidson in the amount of $3,500 per month for a period of 60 months. Amanda lunged forward to grab the papers. I didn't sign this. That's not what I signed. Anna picked up her phone and pressed play. Security footage filled the screen. Clear view of the conference room. Timestamp 2:14 p.m., 7 minutes ago. On the screen, Amanda picking up the papers, looking at each page, signing, initialing, signing again. You signed, Anna said calmly, witnessed and filed in accordance with Oregon revised statutes. Every signature notarized. Felipe was visibly sweating now, the fake tan starting to run. This is fraud. This is forgery. Section 12. Anna interrupted him. The confession. Read that part aloud for the record, Attorney Felipe. He looked like he was going to be sick, but he read every word. I, Amanda Davidson, acknowledge that I intentionally made false statements under oath regarding alleged abuse. I admit to fabricating evidence, including diary entries, text messages, and audio recordings, for the purpose of financial gain. I engaged in an undisclosed sexual relationship with my attorney Felipe Costa, creating a conflict of interest that invalidates his representation. The silence that followed was beautiful. Amanda turned to him. The mask had dropped completely. You said he was stupid. You said we'd be in Cancun in 6 months. I never said, you called him a sitting duck. She grabbed his arm. You said it would be easy. You're the one who signed the papers without reading them, he shot back, pulling his arm away. I told you to read everything carefully. You were sleeping with me. You said you had everything under control. Anna stood up, straightened her jacket. The papers were filed at 2:19 p.m. The confession is sworn and witnessed. If you wish to contest this, Amanda, you will do so alone. Attorney Felipe will be very busy defending himself before the Oregon State Bar. She slid another folder across the table. These are copies of every text message between you and Attorney Felipe over the past 5 months, including his instructions to fabricate evidence, plans to defraud my client of marital assets, and records of the sexual relationship that creates a clear conflict of interest. Felipe opened the folder and went white. I have already filed a complaint with the State Bar, Anna continued, and forwarded copies to the District Attorney's Office. Fraud, perjury, and conspiracy to commit fraud are serious felonies in Oregon. Amanda was crying now, mascara running down her face. You set me up, she said to me. You betrayed me. My voice was calmer than I had felt in 3 weeks. I'm not the one who spent 5 months planning to steal everything I built. I'm not the one who fabricated abuse allegations. I'm not the one who slept with their own lawyer while plotting fraud. You set a trap for me? No, you set a trap for yourself. I just stopped playing the sitting duck. They dragged Amanda out before she could say anything else incriminating. The door closed. I sat down. My legs felt like water. In the 2 weeks that followed, everything collapsed for them. The Oregon State Bar opened a formal investigation into Felipe Costa. Conflict of interest, misconduct, fraud. The partners at his firm suspended him immediately. 23 years of legal career erased. The district attorney's office charged Amanda with 3 felonies: fraud, perjury, and conspiracy to commit fraud. Bail was set at $250,000. Marpulur reserved for the Eastbeck. Our father had to mortgage his own home as collateral. The marketing agency where she had built her career fired her 2 days after the indictment. Public statement about integrity and trust. The friends who had been ready to testify about my abuse disappeared. Suddenly, they had no comment. Suddenly, they couldn't be reached. Amanda accepted a plea deal, 2 years of probation, 500 hours of community service, $350,000 in restitution for legal fees and damages, permanent criminal record. Felipe Costa was disbarred, effective immediately. The house stayed with me, the car stayed with me, the business stayed with me, and Amanda? Amanda moved back in with her parents. She got a job at a retail store making 1/10 of what she used to earn. On the 1st of every month, $3,500 hits my account. Direct deposit, without fail.
I need to be direct here. And she did all of this while sleeping with the lawyer who is going to execute the plan. This isn't betrayal. This is an operation. And what gets me the most isn't the cruelty, it's the arrogance. She thought she had a sitting duck on her hands, a tech nerd who was going to sign whatever they put in front of him without questioning anything. She planned the trip to Cancun, had the resort already booked. With his money, their mistake was underestimating exactly the person they needed to be stupid. He found the phone. He stayed quiet. He was strategic. And when the time came, he didn't have to raise his voice once. 23 years of the lawyer's career, destroyed her career, destroyed the entire plan, reversed against them. Sometimes the best revenge isn't exploding, it's letting the person sign their own end.